Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling rhythm, clear eye and vigorous, running right to the rhythm, widow the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress effect.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Raiders going up against the Texans. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out, no one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. from the shotgun. He'll look nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. Oh, another beautiful move.
And that's better than the two-step, isn't it?
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
There are men, and there are giants. Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop since I let Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York. Hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, caking dough. Open up seclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils, while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us. They could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TV.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Raiders going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Here we go. Green,
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
let's go.
2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Their dangerous wide receiver, 39 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. in the red zone this time. Play clock winding down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Good solid gain on 1st down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Let's go! Green, 30.
Now back to throw. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So 1 yard to go here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. To throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete here.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Now let's go. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Over.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Here we go now. Detroit.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on fourth and inches. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be there he goes, left side. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 70 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Muscles him off. Fighting through. And a cutback, right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. 40 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Leopard. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They come out here in the eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Second down, 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver, 54 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Detroit! 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 Here we go! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It fights him off. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye.
Watch it now, Marty, Marty. Leopards, Leopards.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.